What up, people? It's your boy Master Chudy out here with a new comic review. It's a new comic book day, and of course, we're hitting it up with Flash Forward 3. This has been a mini series I've really been enjoying. Scott Lobdell and Brett Booth, which I consider one of the top artists in the game right now. As you can see, the title is everything, and what's written in the book and what's written in and what's drawn on the cover actually happens. So we're just following Wally West's adventures into the multiverses to eliminate the dark matter that's infecting all of these worlds. So Tempest Fuginaut from Sideways has tasked him with this mission, and we start off with chaos basically. Earth negative 43, the city formerly known as Gotham. We see that Wally's explained that I've been tasked with purging dangerous dark multiversal matter from different worlds across the multiverse. Each reality looks a lot like my own, but just off. This particular Earth already feels like a nightmare. We see that the Doom signal is also here as well, and it's all over Gotham. And so Wally is going around saving, who he can save, basically. I like this panel. And, the captain's saying that it was a mistake that I think I could keep people safe on the ocean. And Wally then hears something else. We see that this freighter is coming. And then people keep describing that them. Can you protect us from them? And he's like, who is them? And then we can see that Superman is a vampire. The Justice League of Vampires. Everybody's a vampire. So we see that Wally's like, whoa, man, why are you... It's like, what's going on? And he's like, well, my people must feed. And he's like, the last Superman I met was the President of the United States. I liked him a lot better than you, so one thing at a time. Get rid of the vampires. So we see that he's moving fast. He doesn't see the dark matter. And we just see that he's trying to protect people. He's killing vampires, basically, staking them. He's like, I'm not a fan of the undead, but he kind of mentions like, it's a bit hypocritical of me considering many of my friends I helped become dead, but I need to focus and trust that Tempest sent me to this world for a particular reason. The undead have never really been my thing, but I'll give it a shot. So he decides to go and fight these vampires. And so he decides to fight Superman as well. And he's starting to notice that his speed is becoming more tactical. It's becoming more efficient. That he's becoming faster. So I can hold two separate thoughts at once. And he's like, I've never been that fast. I've never thought this fast. With every instant, I can feel myself changing. And, he remembers that Tempest Fusion, I told him that you will be on board. That you don't know the true extent of your power. So he takes down Superman with multiple punches and kind of combining his speed and tries to stake him. Or he chains him up, basically. Stakes his hands and arms. And everything like that. It's like, when I'm free, it's like, I will kill you, basically. But then we see that he meets the vampire Barry Allen. And in my past life, I was Barry Allen. So they begin the usual speed fight and everything like that. And we see that as they're fighting, he thinks that he's seeing things because he can see Narc, who was killed in Heroes in Crisis, Arsenal killed in Heroes in Crisis, so he thinks it's guilt. Or it might be that vampires can't shapeshift, who knows. So we see that Barry might have got him down for the count. And he's like, no, there's never too late. Where there's life, there's hope. Been through too much to die on this damn world. He's like, hate to say this, Barry. We can see that he's about hope, that, I'm not about to give up. And so, Barry has been hit with, of course, a load of arrows, which is Red Hood, is Red Arrow, Arsenal, Roy Harper. And so before Barry, dies, he thanks Wally for setting him free. And it's like, I don't know how he got to be a vampire, but I know he didn't kill anyone on purpose. I know what that feels like. So, if in case you didn't know, Roy Harper's been watching Wally basically take out all these vampires, and he's like, oh man, he's doing pretty good against the Flash, and he's doing good against Superman. And Wally's having all these emotions because he's like, man, I killed you. I didn't want to kill you. So Roy's like, okay, look, I only kill the undead, so goodbye. But Wally's like, hey man, I can help you out. And we see that we're at Arsenal's sweet ride. And it's like, he's like, look, maybe our problems are not all dissimilar, and I can I can pretty much help you. I can pretty much use it to help myself fight the undead Batman. And you see that they begin to introduce themselves. It's like old times again. The full name is Roy Harper. What do I call you? It's like Wally West, the Flash. It's like, welcome to hell, Wally West. And we just see them having some nice banter. It's like good friends and everything like that. And he's like, oh man. He pretty much tells him that the Batman used to be the best of the best in this universe until he felt that he needs to become a vampire to defeat Dracula. After he killed Dracula, pretty much the world went to heck, and that's what you see now. And he pretty much it's pretty much saying that how are you planning on defeating the Justice League with a bow and arrow attitude? Damn straight, Wally West. It's like, if it means anything, you are every bit as the same headstrong, freewheeling lunatic you are in my reality. It's like, it's part of my charm, dude. You in or out. So they begin their mission. And he begins telling him, like, yeah, you're part of the Outlaws, then you came back to the Titans, and now it's a long story, which pretty much I killed you. So they go in and they vibrate into the Batcave, and we can see all the bubbles of dark matter. And Wally's like saying, don't worry, I got a tool for this. But then, of course, the Batarang comes, and we see this nice shot of Vampire Batman. And Roy decides to give him some cover so he can get rid of all the stuff. And unfortunately, Batman delivers a killing blow to Roy. And, you know, I can tell by your sense you don't like this Earth. It's like, I'm the Flash, the fastest man in the multiverse. I belong to any Earth that needs me. Now, that is sweet. That's what we heroes do. So, he managed to take Batman and then trap him in his nuclear reactor. And he's like, and he pretty much explains, apparently, he was every bit as good as my Bruce was. No way am I putting him down, but this should keep him trapped until someone can figure out a way to cure him of his vampirism, no matter how long it takes. If he has to be in eternal agony, well, I certainly know what that feels like. Then he goes to his friend. He's like saying, I'm sorry I failed you. And he's like, no, you don't get away to take away my choice. And he's like, are you new to this? Every time we put on the mask, we put our lives at risk. The same thing he pretty much told Jason. It's like, live or die, did it all with open eyes. He said, I've been so busy feeling sorry for myself that I didn't, that I only saw Roy as a victim instead of the hero that he always was, right until the end. Tempest Fugion's pretty much watching, saying, dang, this has been a tough job. But this also goes against Heroes in Crisis, that Roy, and maybe much of these heroes were never victims. They were just heroes and never needed to be victims. So, this was a good comic. Really liked it. I'll give it a good 9 out of 10. Art, Brett Booth, nice. And once again, we're really delving into the heroics of Wally West. It's a beautiful thing to see. You love to see it. You love Wally on this redemption quest. So thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notifications. Make sure you're notified. Once again, I do these reviews for you, the people, because I want to discuss good comics, get your views on them. If you're not subscribed, or if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed and hit those notifications. Thank y'all for watching. Hope to have more videos up when I can. Peace.